How's it going, everybody? Jake here, and today we are going to make a video for the beginners out there. We're going to talk about 5 things you should think about before purchasing a guitar. So if you're a veteran guitar player, this probably isn't the video for you, but feel free to stick around. So you've decided you want to play the guitar, and that's awesome, but then you start thinking there's so much to think about. What guitar do I buy? How much do I want to spend? All that stuff. We're going to talk about that today in this video. I know that it can seem really overwhelming when you go into the guitar store for the first time, but let me tell you, think about these 5 things and it'll make the process that much easier. Number 1. Before anything, what's your budget? What do you want to spend? Regardless of what you think it costs to get started, what do you want to spend? Because there is a guitar, no matter acoustic or electric, for every budget out there. There really is. You can buy guitars as little as $50 all the way up to $1 million. So how much do you want to spend? Now, my recommendation is to buy an intermediate instrument when you start, and the main reason being is there's really good intermediate instruments on the market these days, and they hold their value for when you're ready to resell it. If you buy that $50 guitar, and a year goes by, and you're like, oh my god, I love this, and you're ready to upgrade, nobody's gonna buy that $50 guitar from you. But if you buy, say, used Mexican Fender Strat for $300, and you play it and you're like, yeah, this is great, but I really think I want something else, you could flip it around and sell it for the same amount. So that's what I'd recommend doing, but like I said, there is a guitar for every price range. So first things first, figure out how much you want to spend. Number 2, now this one's pretty obvious, but do you want to play acoustic or electric guitar? So obviously acoustic is like a classic guitar. They typically don't like plug into an amplifier, you don't do any shredding on them, you know, play acoustic music. Now an electric guitar, obviously people see associated with rock music and such more than anything. Although that's not so true, it does, like if you're trying to decide between the two to play, I think that's a good way to kind of understand it. Now, I want to spend a little bit more time on this. I think that if you're shopping with a parent, they've probably heard before that if you're starting guitar, you have to start with acoustic. Bull! You do not have to start with acoustic. Parents, you do not have to start with acoustic. I know you're told that, but you don't. And the reason being, if you're not excited about acoustic, you're not gonna play it. You know, just because they want to play the guitar, if you get them an acoustic guitar, they're probably not gonna play it. It doesn't look like how they want it to. It doesn't sound like how they want it to. Get them something that they're gonna like to play. And now I say that because a lot of people are like, well, you gotta prove yourself on the acoustic guitar. I barely play acoustic guitar. And I play guitar every single day for hours a day. I barely play the acoustic guitar because it doesn't get me as excited. That being said, a lot of people are also told that acoustic guitars are cheaper. That's false. That is very, very false in my opinion. You can get, say your budget's $200, you can get a much better electric guitar for $200 than you can an acoustic guitar. Because acoustic guitars are hollow, they take a lot more craftsmanship to, you know, keep up over time, and there's a lot more maintenance involved so they don't crack and dry out due to humidity, so that is a false statement. Number 3, what kind of music do you like? Do you like twangy country music? Do you like metal music? Like a little bit of everything? That's really important. So now the video is kind of gonna take over for a minute if you choose the electric guitar, because you kind of have to know what kind of electric guitar to pick. So there's these things in guitars. In the middle, you'll see them on all electric guitars. They look like this. And they're called pickups, and what they are is they're magnets wrapped in wire. So the pickups really are one of the most important aspects of the sound of the guitar because they actually pick up the sound and send it to the amplifier. So if you like, you know, clean music or maybe country or blues or something, you're probably going to want something with single coil pickups like above. Now a single coil pickup is an individual pickup wrapped in wire. Now, if you're like, oh, I really like, you know, hard rock music and metal music, you're gonna want what's called a humbucker, which is like that. That is 2 of those pickups wrapped in wire. Now, you guessed it, that's double the output. So for a lot of shred music, you're gonna need that. You're not gonna get that kind of sound out of a single coil pickup. Number 4, maintenance. So there is a lot of maintenance in a guitar. There really is to keep it playing really, really well. Now, if you watch my videos, you will see in every one of my covers at one point or another, I grab what's called the tremolo and I do what's called a dive bomb because I love that sound. A tremolo looks like that. And there's two different kinds of tremolos. So you have a vintage style, which really isn't any extra maintenance, and then you have what's called a locking or a Floyd Rose Style trem, which is what I typically play. Those require a lot more patience and setup time because of the fact that that bridge that the strings are attached to is actually floating in the air, and you have to set it up so that it's floating flush to the body, and then there's enough spring tension in the back that it's not bending out of whack all the time and going out of tune. So it's a lot more maintenance. Are you prepared for that? You know, if you want to be able to make those noises, are you prepared for all that maintenance? Because they're expensive to have set up, so you want to learn how to do it yourself. So just make sure to think about that. Do you really want a tremolo, or do you not even want to deal with it and get what's called a hardtail, where there's no springs or anything, so there's no need to worry about that extra maintenance? Number 5. What looks cool to you? Now, this is the most important step, and people might disagree with me, but I'm right. Sorry, guys. No, seriously though, like, you gotta get a guitar that you're gonna look at in the morning and go, oh my god, I have to play that before I go to school, or oh my god, I have to play that before I go to bed. That way you're practicing and playing it. It goes right back to that acoustic or electric thing. What if you didn't want an acoustic guitar and that's all you have? Or what if you didn't want an electric guitar and that's all you have? So it's really, that's the most important thing to me. That it looks really cool. That your friends are going to come over and you're going to get excited to show them this guitar. I know I get excited even though my friends probably don't care when I show them my guitars. You want that kind of excitement. Now, you're going to get a lot of people when you go to the guitar store, or you're going to talk to veteran guitar players that are going to be like,
oh, you have to get this guitar, you have to get that guitar, you have to get a Strat, it's the best feeling guitar ever, you have to get a Les Paul.
Back off, man. You know, they don't know what you want to play, so that's up to you. Pick what looks cool to you. I would, you know, there's a lot more that goes into a guitar, like how it feels and all that, but that's really not going to matter to you until you've been playing for a while, and then you can really look at it and go, oh, I don't really like this neck. Or, oh, I don't really like this, how it doesn't have a cutaway. You know, stuff like that that you don't even understand right now, you'll start to figure out as time goes on when you're trying to play stuff. So get what looks cool to you over everything else. Alright guys, I hope I'm helping you guys on your journey to get your first guitar. So a few other tips to keep in mind: make sure to get the guitar set up when you buy it by a professional. That means they'll go through, they'll adjust the neck, the bridge, everything. They'll make sure the strings are as low as they can without buzzing, making sure it's really easy to play for you. Make sure you have fresh strings and all that to make the adventure better. Don't buy a guitar and be like, oh, I'll wait to have it set up. Put that into your budget. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Make sure to keep a lookout for my 2 videos coming called what you need to start playing electric guitar and what you need to start playing acoustic guitar. But until then, make sure to subscribe to my channel to stay updated. Leave a comment if you've got something to say. Throw a thumbs up on this video, and I'm out of here until the next video. See you guys.